Hmm? Huh? Yeah. Big old dually with a boat, so big old dually with a big boat, so I was going 20. With this straightaway, it's kind of boring, so I'm going to slow down. Give them even more time to get ahead, especially with the straightaway, they'll be able to get some speed. But I don't want to go so slow this person's going to get back on my butt. I don't want to slow them down. Get that mud off my tire. It's gone for the most part. Now we just need the twisties! Even more straight. Ah! Alright, so apparently we wasted all the fucking twisties on traffic. Oh my god, this fucking sucks. It's so fucking boring. No motorcycles.
Huh?
No motorcycles.
No motorcycle. No motorcycle.
This fucking blows. Huh? Alrighty, I guess while we're cruising along here, I'll tell you guys a little story. I recently went to Florida a few months back, and we went down to the Lakeland area, which is about an hour south of Orlando, give or take 10-15 minutes depending on where you are in Orlando. Anyways, we go down there, and the reason we went down there, I was thinking about going to college down there, and so we went down there to check out the area and check out the school and check out if there was any good, apartments for rent and whatnot. And we spent a good week down there. We used it kind of as a vacation. It was during my birthday, so we used it as a vacation, birthday, kind of just took the week off and went and just hung out. And so as we're sitting in an intersection waiting to, like, I think we were turning to try to go to our hotel, there's a gas station to the right of us. So some cool guy pulls up in a brand new 2015 Mustang. It's convertible, it's a GT, so it's got the 5.0 in it. White, looked real clean. Some cool guy with no shirt on jumps out of the car to pump the gas. First off, he got on the wrong side of the car. So he's sitting there and he comes out and he starts to get the pump ready and he looks at it and you can kind of tell he goes, oh shit. So he gets back in the car, rolls back around to another pump on the right side this time. And we're sitting here like, this is a major street, so the lights take a while. So we're sitting there and we're watching this guy because I was like, alright, first off, dude doesn't even know what he's doing. He pulls in on the wrong side. He looks like a tool because he has no shirt on. And he's got some girl in the passenger seat. And it was fairly far away, so I couldn't really tell if she's hot or not. But, so he pulls up on the wrong side. Or he pulls up on the right side this time. Grabs the pump. The pump has a yellow bag over it. AKA, it's out of order. He grabs the pump by the bag, puts it in the gas. I guess put it in the gas tank. Flicks at it a few times, checks the pump, hits like pay inside or whatever. Flicks it more a few times. So I'm sitting here dying laughing at this idiot because he's trying to get an unworking pump to pump fuel. He keeps flicking it and he holds it and puts the little clip under so it holds it, you know. Well, anyways, someone pulls up, a Range Rover pulls up, and I assume they're friends because he starts bullcrapping with the guy. And at this time, our light's getting ready to turn green. And we spent about, 5 minutes watching this guy, no shirt on, brand new Mustang, with what I assume would be a hot girl, sitting there trying to get a gas pump to work for 5 minutes with a bright yellow bag over it. How do people make it that far in life? How does someone like that make it to the point of buying a brand new Mustang? It baffles me how stupid some people are sometimes. My Cena keeps cutting in and out, playing music for about 5 seconds, and then it loses connection again. I'm on Pandora, there's no service out here. I don't want to break the speed limit too much, but when you get into corners like that, you kind of just want to push the bike. Now these, yellow, that's recommended. I don't fuck with recommended. And I know I'm not following the best race line. I'm pushing the bike, but I'm not pushing to get the best time down this road, so I'm just kind of cruising on my own. Ah, traffic! 35! I don't know if you guys can see that, but her head is like a foot away of where it should be. I don't know if you guys understand that, but where the headrest is, she's like way over here. We were going so good. I wish there was passing zone, cause I'd leave these guys in dust. Now cars like these, they fuck with recommended speed. Even though cars theoretically can go faster than bikes around a corner because of all the downforce they have. I mean, yeah, cars like that aren't gonna go faster than me around a corner, but all in all, if you pitted me against, I don't want to say an F1 car because that's kind of an extreme sense of it, but if you pitted me versus a car equivalent to this bike, not price-wise, but performance-wise, the car would be able to go faster in a corner. So apparently this is going to turn into Ramble with Dalton. What about we can talk about? So far, this is day 2 of the trip. We woke up around 7:30ish. Hey, we're in Tennessee. We woke up around 7:30ish. We'll stop here at the Cedar Pond. We woke up around 7:30ish. Went down, had some continental food. Give these people some time to go ahead. I wonder if they'd be pissed if I went down there. Went, got some food, hung out for a little bit. We stopped at a Harley dealership for my family. Adam, you're now featured in this vlog. I'm sure I can go down there, right? Let's get off, go take a look. I know my feet are terrible. I hit mud. These people are like, what is this biker doing? Oh yeah, I could have totally rode down here. But we'll just give the people more time to get ahead. We were going to stop at a bison and elk reserve, but there was no motorcycles allowed. And I assume that's because of how loud we usually are. Don't want to frighten the babies. But I guess, I don't know, it's what? 12:30 right now? We've only been on this road for a little bit. It feels like a long time because I keep stopping to let people pass, but my parents are probably going to catch up. They're behind me. They let me go ahead because they know I'm going to ride a little bit quicker and whatnot. But they're probably going to catch up and see my bike and like, oh my god, what happened? I'm just looking around. A whole bunch of nothing, huh? That's disappointing. Imagine there's a trail going down through there. If I had a dirt bike, it'd be OV. I haven't heard another car go by, so if I get on now, they should have some time to get ahead. I hear a car now, but it's going, yeah, there it goes. It's not going the direction I am. My shoes are destroyed. I think we're gonna try to stop in Nashville tonight, watch some fireworks, hang out, and then be back on the way home tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna split this up, if I'm gonna do it all in one big shot, one video, this trip, or if I'm gonna do a series. I could do a series out of it. Let's go ahead while we can. That's my parents. They're going about 45. I'm keeping about 55, trying to at least. The nice thing about owning a Triumph is not many people own one around here, I should say. I know Triumph is a huge seller, but not many people around where I live have them. So, when you see this bike, there's a 99% chance it's my bike. And especially if you see me on it, because, you know, gear. There's not that many white bikes around like this. And there's definitely none with the outfit that I have. You know, with the jacket and the helmet setup and whatnot. No. There's a bison range. I want to go. I wonder if we can see any bison. Looks like a big open field. I wonder if we can see any. Oh, there they are. There they are. Look at that. A big old herd of them. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a big old herd of motherfucking bison over there. That's dope. I read recently that there was the very first wild bison born, as in there wasn't no artificial insemination and whatnot. And that's pretty cool. I went back to Snapchat again. I got the Galaxy S5 active, if anyone's wondering. I have my finger. Well, that was cool. Oh, I wonder if they... Yeah, pay attention, Dalton. I wonder if they switched fields or something. There's a bison range? What is this? What does that mean? Oh, it's just where you eat. Yeah, I wonder if they got a few areas. Let's see what this sign says. Absolutely nothing. That's what that sign says. Yeah, I wonder if they switch the bison out. You know, once the fields gets, or once the, I guess it's a field, gets so low. That was pretty cool. We have some there where I live, just outside of town. But, I don't know, that's kind of cool to see. I just left my parents too. I just turned my bike on and like drove away. There was a park ranger, I assume park ranger, but there was some kind of enforcement, law or park or conservation, something that drove by, so I don't want to be too fast. I mean, I don't imagine I'll get a big ticket, but don't want to be that guy on a sport bike. You are too close. There you go. As I say, and I go up to 70 miles an hour. I'm kind of that guy. It's just too easy not to rip on this street triple. You got so much torque. And that sound is intoxicating. I'm looking into getting a new exhaust. They're Kaufman exhausts. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're pretty cool. They're kind of shorty exhausts, but they got a few different levels of like removable baffles, so I can still keep it quiet. I'm not gonna be, you know, straight dumping out of the headers kind of guy. But looking into getting a Kaufman exhaust, and that's gonna really open this bike up. It's gonna make it sound absolutely savage. I'm sure I'm gonna have to start yelling a lot more at you guys because it's just gonna be so overwhelmingly loud, but that's how I like it. Depending on how long or how much left there is of this, I might double back and hit her again. Pretty sure we saw that guy earlier in that Jeep. I really would have liked to have seen the elk, though. I haven't seen... I think when I was little, we went to like a reservation kind of area. And I'm sure I saw elk there. But it'd be nice to see it now that I'm older and like I can actually remember it. That was law. I was only going 55 though, so... And I have proof of it. If he pulls me over, I have 100% undeniable proof of how fast I was going. Nah, he's not coming around on me anyways. I lose it. Nah, I'm not going to say that. I'm sure they got people posted up along the way. If I knew the area, maybe I could lose them, but... no, I'm not going to do that. I always pull over. You got a better shot of pulling over, you know, because a lot of times, especially sport bike guys, you read a lot of stories cops don't expect us to pull over because they know how fast we can go, and they know, just the raw acceleration that we have, that if you do pull over, they're going to cut you a lot of slack because they don't see it a lot. Also, with a gear on, you can kind of, if they see you have gear and a helmet on, maybe not so much here in Tennessee because there is a helmet law in Tennessee, but in Illinois, if you have a helmet on, they're like, oh, well, you're considerate and you are actually worried about your well-being, so, I mean, you can't be, even if you're being stupid, you're not going to be that stupid. Kind of, sort of, I mean, there's a lot more involved. I'm not saying you can go 150 down the highway and if you get pulled over with a helmet, they're like, hey, you're being safe, you're good, get out of here, bud, good game, slap you on the ass as you leave. But, they show you a little more sympathy when you show that you're being responsible with both helmet, jacket, pulling over. Yeah, if I had a dirt bike, I'd have been up that. And that's why I don't own a dual sport, because I would get myself in so much trouble. I think this is a cop up here. Nah, it's not a cop. The grill made it look like there was a bar on the front, so I was like, oh, it's a copper. Everybody's been so nice so far, though. Everybody's waving, which is awesome. Sometimes you get in areas where people just don't wave, especially the sport bike guys. The Harley guys are like, nah, I ride a real bike. I can go so much farther than you. And I'm like, hey, bud, I've done 650 miles on a CBR 600 in one day. I can go as many miles as you can. I'm dangling my feet right now, and it almost hurts because, I don't know, the weight shifts differently on your thighs, but my knees hurt so bad from being all buckled up for the past few hours and yesterday. It's worth it. I wish there was somewhere nice to stop to get a good picture, but it's just a bunch of boring so far. I mean, yeah, the scenery's nice, but I want to get next to some water, just something beautiful. And it's not the greatest out right now. As you can see, it's not super sunny, it's really cloudy. So your photography options go very, very low from what there already is out here. I mean, yeah, there's some cool shots, but I think the drift, me vlogging it right now, is a lot better than me putting up pictures. Got my tow mirrors out because I'm hauling a trailer. Brandon Spring Group Center. Is it worth it to stop and see what's going on in here? Sure. Authorized groups only. Not to the general public. Never mind! I didn't want to go down there anyways. Just kidding. We got the Welcome Station, Highway, Dover, Tennessee. Let's go. And I'm sure some of you guys that are watching that are new to motorcycles, you're probably like, how are you upshifting without using the clutch? There's a technique that allows you to upshift without using the clutch. And I'm going to tell you this, but you got to keep it a secret because it's only for the most expertise of riders. When you're on the throttle, there's a few different ways that people explain it. When you're on the throttle, press up on the gear shifter slightly. There should be a little bit of play, about yay much play. Press up, and then when you let off the accelerator and you keep that force, it'll slide into place. And then when you get back on the gas, you'll be in the next gear going fluidly. And it takes some practice to get it so you don't but it helps a lot more when you're under heavy acceleration. my bike personally, if you're above about 6 grand, it's gonna shift really smooth. And I can get good shifts under 4 grand, no problem. But it takes a lot more concentration, and they're a lot less consistent. And the way I do it though, I don't put pressure. I started when I first started doing clutchless upshifts. I put pressure, but after you learn, it kind of becomes muscle memory, to where you can just let off the throttle and press up at the same time. And it just becomes one of those things where you just don't think about it. But anyways, you kind of chop the RPM, and with super sports especially, your bike is so sensitive that from going to this position to relaxing for just a little bit is enough for the RPMs to change, for that gear to bump up. So let's see if I can get a few. Just nothing. I mean, you can see I can do little jumps. I don't know if you can see my right arm on the camera though. I'm sure you can, but I do just little twitches. You'll see my jacket pop up, and that's enough for the bike, the gear, to go up, which is really nice, especially when you're doing something like this, where you can just fly around corners. And I don't have a quick shifter. That's not what it is. Quick shifting, and I'm gonna stop and group up with the family. I don't know what our plan is when it comes to out this far. Like I said, I don't know how far this runs. And you can even do them, you know, some people say they have trouble going from first to second with them. But for me, I've found it hasn't really been a problem for me to do the first to seconds. I never hit neutral in them. But I imagine if you're going down low, that there's a chance it'll slide in neutral. The only time I do the first to seconds are when I'm cooking pretty good. And I don't always. I know some guys religiously, like, all they do are clutchless upshifts. It's just something that I choose every now and then, depending on what kind of pace I'm setting. Oh, my shoes are destroyed. But it should be all clay, which when dried, like it is now, it's coming right off. Here's my bike in all its glory. It is dirty as a ball sack right now. You can see where I hit mud and it splashed up, so you can see it on my pipe and over there on my tires. I'm sure my family's quite a bit behind, so this could be a little while. I got these new mirrors. I haven't talked about these yet. $13 off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. They're just bar end mirrors, just basic bar end mirrors. You take your bar end out and you put them in, and blah 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 blah. If you guys want to install video on that, I can do it. But for mine, it's different than what most installs would be, just because of the way the Triumph is set up. So, nothing really new. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting that new exhaust. I got a new sprocket. I dropped a tooth in the front. This is my phone charger. I got it hooked up to the battery tender, and a battery tender to USB with the cord that it is. Is it off? Yes, it's off. These are where the mirrors came off. Here and here. Looks a little dinky. I gotta get a relocation kit for this. Right now it is duct taped because I am a master mechanic. Pandora has not worked for the past 20 minutes. I can hear a vehicle, but it's not loud enough to be a Harley. Nope. She's dirty. She's real dirty right now. But yeah, all you guys do, you hold on to the throttle. You ride and you hold on to the throttle, and then when you let go, all at the same time, you click up, and then boom, you're back on throttle. Back on throttle. Back on throttle. Put in neutral there. Like I said, I don't know where we're at. That's the south welcome station. I imagine the welcome stations, because what it does is it runs north to south, and I imagine the welcome stations are at the end of each point. So, like I said, I imagine we're at the end, so I'm waiting for my family. But I don't know how far back they are, and I could run back up and bust to you when I see them, which is what I'm going to do, because I don't want to stand here. Let's go ride! They're probably going to be like right around this corner, and I'm going to turn around instantly. See, I use the clutch there, but like I said, I'm not religious on it where I just always use it. I just use it every now and then when I, feel the need. And it's not always the most smooth. Like I said, I'm not perfect at it, but I can pretty consistently keep it smooth. So that's one thing another reason that I don't always do it, because sometimes they do jerk. And that, it's not bad for the bike in the sense of it's going to tear something up, but it just doesn't fit. 9 times out of 10, you're going to want a smooth shift. I mean, that's just how it is. You want a smooth shift because you don't want to feel, you just want to keep going. Hey, there they are. Keep going. No! I ran off. I almost had it. I told you they'd be right around that corner. I just wish... Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I should have started earlier. Or later. I just wish it was sunny out, because these clouds, they're kind of... I mean, the footage is not going to look as good. See, we're leaving. We're done. The footage isn't going to look as good. It's just not vibrant out. Everything's kind of dreary and downed, and it's just... I have to say though, that last when I turned around to pick up to my parents, that was some good clutchless upshifting. That was smooth as butter. See, then there's guys like him with a 1500 truck, gasser, carrying a huge old boat that's gonna go 20 around every single corner and ruin it for us motorcycles. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. If you have to go out and that's what you're doing, you do you, boo-boo. But it just sucks for us, and especially there's so little passing areas around these roads. And I mean, I've crossed double yellows before to pass, but that's like for tractors that are going 5 miles an hour. I don't feel comfortable crossing double yellows to pass some guy going 30 with a boat, especially in areas I don't know. You don't know when there's another me coming around, hitting a corner at 55, 60, and I'm trying to turn, and it could be bad. And yeah, we should both stay in our own lanes, and I should be able to get back over in my lane very quickly, especially how fast I accelerate, but there's always that chance. That is a calculated risk I am not willing to take. So I told you guys I was starting a new job. I'm planning on starting at AT&T doing sales. That's pretty exciting. You're going to be making some pretty good money out there. But I got the call from them saying they were extending the contingency to hire me, which means if I accepted the job, I'd have to pass a background and pass a drug test. I've never done drugs, so that's gonna be fine. And I've already done the test. Blah 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 blah. I've done all the tests, and I've never gotten in trouble with the law other than I've got one reckless driving ticket on my record because my buddy was next to me at a stoplight. He took off, squealed his tires, but the cop caught us both and said we were drag racing, but he turned his lights on before I was even past 5 miles an hour. But long story short, I paid the ticket because I wanted it out of my life, and I have a reckless driving ticket on my record. But it was at 16. I'm 18 now, so I don't know how it goes over together, if it's still on my record, but I put it on my background just because I wanted to be safe. And being just sales, I don't imagine that one reckless driving ticket is gonna destroy my opportunity. But anyways, I submitted all that stuff, and like I said, that's the only run-in with the law that I've had other than my motorcycle wreck, and that was brought down to, I took that to court because it's 16 to 17 in Illinois. 2 moving violations means no license, and I was still under supervision for my reckless driving. So this moving violation because I ran into the back of her, is my fault. So that would mean 2 moving violations would mean losing a license. I got a lawyer, took it to court. They made it faulty equipment, blamed it on my exhaust, and threw it out. So I only got that one thing, moving violation wise. And like I said, now that I'm 18, I don't know how they cross over, if they're still on my record, if they're still on a hidden record, because we all know there's a hidden record where nothing actually disappears. But I'm waiting on a call from them again to say that I passed all that stuff and I'm officially hired. And I want to take a vacation between my hospital job and my AT&T job because I want a vacation to ride some more. I want to do my own thing. I want to, it's nice to have a little vacation. I don't want to go from one job to directly going to Chicago because they're sending me to Chicago to train me. That's just, I want a break, and you can't blame me for wanting a break. But I told my boss Wednesday that I probably wouldn't be back, and my boss is really cool. She really supports me on this whole job change thing, and we should get to gas. We'll get some gas, and I'm going to finish up the story because we're no longer in Fun Roads. And it's going to be a long-ass vlog because it's going to be 3 days worth of footage. Ooh, she is hot! But anyways, I'm waiting on that call, and I told my boss that, hey, I'm probably not going to be here for another day. And we had gone over this before where she said, I told her this 2 weeks ago that there's a chance that I'll be done. And 2 weeks ago, we made the decision that, oh, okay, yeah, just whenever you get that call, you can be done. And, but we did that, and I still haven't received the call. But I'm gonna come in for work Monday, make a few more extra bucks, and then just go by ear. I'm gonna take Tuesday off. They want me to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but they have no power over me. I'm going to take Monday off, or I'm going to take Tuesday off, head out, do a video for you guys, a cinematic, because I'm still behind and I haven't done another cinematic yet. And come inside and say hi to... I will do that. I probably won't do that, I lied. But go back to work, make a few $100, whatever. Go on vacation. I called him last week and he said my application stuff has arrived, or he assumed my application stuff has arrived, but he hasn't made a call again. So if I don't hear anything by Tuesday again, I will call him again. And I don't want to be pressuring him, but it's like, come on, dude, this is his official job. AT&T is hiring.